He's not that into.
Yeah, with an attitude like that.
Getting the milk for free and wants to keep his options open. Because you're with a guy that has options.
And why are you letting yourself gain milk?
Hell options. Trying to prove worthiness for commitment is bad for your mind and health. That's the last thing I want to say. Trying to prove worthiness for commitment is bad for your mind and health. You know what? This is the type of stuff that women have to say that makes it the man's fault. This is the TIP Network, where we help you level up
with self-improvement.
With a little sprinkle of sarcasm. Okay, so we are back at it with another TikTok reaction. Here is why he won't or can't commit to you.
You allow it.
Yeah.
What's going on here? He's emotionally immature and a player.
Okay, so, and this is the thing that kills me. I'm going to stop it right there, and I'm going to make a comment. All right, so first of all, you allow it. That's true. Yeah. That's true, right? But he's emotionally immature and a player. Why did you allow yourself to get with somebody who's emotionally immature and a player? I mean, let's not.
And why are you attracted to someone that's emotionally immature and a player? Shouldn't you have spotted the red flags?
Yeah, well, and this is the reason why. Because a lot of times, these women, and it's true, and I see it all the time. I talked to a woman last night who told me the exact same thing. You want the top 20% of men. But then you're upset because the top 20% of men who can have all the choices they want don't want you.
Yeah.
Well, they want you to be there, but they don't want to commit to you, because why would you commit if you have so many options? I mean, and when people hear this, they get mad and they're like, well, that's not how we want it to be. Well, yeah, well, we don't want you to make stories dancing on TikTok about men either, but that's not the reality of the world.
Beautiful, crystal clear blue ocean. Yeah,
it's like
aqua green, like behind you.
You went on vacation.
White sandy beaches.
You went on vacation somewhere, and this is what you chose to do with your time.
Yep.
You went on vacation somewhere, and this is what you did.
Let's really think about this. Men, when they judge on a 0 to 30, Patrice O'Neill rating scale.
Right? Yeah.
We also have a personality scale. We're going to only keep that to 0 to 10.
Right.
To make it simple. You know? And the thing is, a man with many options, I would assume, because I don't have all these crazy options. I'm not going to be the first one to try to front like that. But if I was in his position, I'm playing the field. I'm like, oh, she's pretty. She's a 29. But on the personality scale, she's like a 2.
Ooh.
Then I go see someone that's a 14. It's a little bit below average, like just a smidge below average. But she has a 10 personality, and she knows how to manage money, and she's loyal.
Ooh.
So then it starts to recalibrate my calculus that's happening in my mind of what kind of woman do I want. But then if I find someone, this is going to be kind of harsh, but if I find a woman that happens to be better looking and she embodies those characteristics, the calculus gets done quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure women, and I think we can all see on social media and out on media, is that women have this calculus running at all times.
At all times. Well, I could say that if I meet somebody who's like, average, a little above average, and they have a great personality, plus they add a lot of value to my life on a day-to-day basis and intangibles, I am not trading that person for nothing. Like I will say, I say it 100% of the time. And women are like, why can't you make your own plate? I don't know, because I've worked hard all day. I broke my finger, my shoulders hurt, and I have repetitive motion injuries, and I just want my plate made for me because it's a tired day.
And I take care of your cats.
Yeah.
I take care of your cats.
Where did that?
I don't know.
So yeah, apparently Scott's been taking care of some cats, and he's hella mad, dude. He's like, I take care of your cats, make my plate. But like, and so yeah, like that's an intangible. Like doing little things and just like adding that little extra flavor, along with a great personality, along with some average looks, puts this person way over the top with somebody with excellent looks and none of that. So it's just my opinion.
And then real quick is that when you're actually in a relationship with someone who, let's say you meet a woman that's like a 25 or whatever, and her personality is like a 7, and you're with someone that's like a 16 and her personality is like a 9 or whatever. The duration of that relationship, it strengthens the emotional ties and bonds with each other. So even though there might be a hotter woman, the fact that you're already emotionally invested and the woman's emotionally invested, it's going to surpass, or it's going to prevent any kind of infidelities to happen because there's so much emotional investment that's already happening in history.
Or at least it'll make it harder.
Yeah, harder. You're just being real about it.
At least it'll make it harder.
At least make it harder. Which way is harder?
All right,
Okay,
we
let's
gotta
go.
go. Oh, we already know where this is going. All right, let's keep going. You know.
Goes to what we've just been saying.
We just said it. So he's already committed to someone else. He's emotionally unavailable because he's already committed to someone else. No, he's a top 20%er, and he doesn't have to commit to anyone else, and he definitely doesn't have to commit to you. And like, it's just one of those things where women refuse to understand that fact that the minute they want, you know what she probably needs to do is stop going for the Chads and Tyrones, you know, the Chad Chaddington and Tyrone and Tyronus. And go with like the average guy, because you're having these problems and you're gonna keep doing the same thing and wonder why you have the same results. Instead of saying change your approach, you're just gonna blame the guy. You are having these problems because the type of guy you're going for doesn't need to commit to you. But okay, so instead of going for the stockbroker who's making all that money, instead of going for that top 1% guy, that you know, well, are you going for a school teacher? Are you going for a regular guy? All right, what about that plumber?
Because you know she needs to get some plumbing done.
Every time you say plumber, dude. Every time you say plumber.
Got plumber pipes, right? You're piping it down, right?
Oh,
Isn't that how it goes? Laying the pipe.
You know, or just even some jobs that I see get disrespected out of are great jobs, are like over 6-figure jobs, like firemen or police officers. And they're like, oh no, I don't want that guy.
Entrepreneurs.
Oh no, that's not.
Entrepreneurs hauling manure.
Yeah. And still,
and it's an essential job too.
Oh, what about? I know somebody who owns a gardening business and like makes a ton of money, but he's a gardener and he's a landscaper, and it's like, oh, I don't want those type of guys. Well, you know what? Those are the type of guys who you probably would have a chance at like having the type of relationship you want. However, you're standing in your own way. You're standing in your own way, and so I just don't have a lot of sympathy, and I'm just gonna roast you for making stupid videos like this.
And in a doomsday scenario, the gardener would be way more valuable too.
Yeah,
at least he's still growing vegetables and all that.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he's growing vegetables.
Right, and then one more thing.
He's probably circumventing inflation right now.
Yeah, exactly. Jacking up his own prices.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you guys on lock. So then, just look at this from another angle. He's already committed to someone else. So, is this woman eyeing somebody else that is about to get into a commitment relationship?
Of course,
where he's
she
like,
is.
all right, I'm about to get with this girl. I'm about to get with that girl. But I think I'm gonna go with this girl. And then all of a sudden, she worms her way in. Well, he's with this guy, he's with this girl. He's with that girl. And so why isn't he picking me? So she comes in like near at the end of the race, trying to ride the wave. Right?
Damn. You can't catch the wave late. You got to catch the wave from the beginning.
I mean, so I'm not saying she's a homewrecker, but she could potentially be.
I'm not saying she's a homewrecker.
Not at all, but we're just.
But it's some homewrecker vibes in this TikTok. Let's see. Let's keep going. This is just tells me the type of person she is. He's financially unstable, so he won't commit. That has nothing to do with committing.
Yeah, there's a lot of broke guys that will commit.
Yeah, there's a homosexuals. He probably could. No, he's financially unstable, and you don't want nothing to do with him. You're not talking to financially unstable dudes. Yeah, you're on the beach in the Bahamas somewhere with that blue water. You know, look, you dancing. Look at that smile.
Who's paying for that vacation? She's probably paying for the vacation. I'm assuming, right?
Who's holding the camera?
She probably said it.
You know who's holding the camera? Some Omega simp holding the camera so she can make a TikTok.
And then
some Omega simp beta orbiter who she won't give the time of day to is holding the camera.
So you got beta blue pilled, beta blue balls.
Beta blue pill orbiter is holding the camera, dude. He probably paid for the vacation. Oh, I got this great place where we can stay. I'll fly you out. And then she's sitting here talking about, I can't find a man.
So this is the thing I gotta point out. She's wearing a Dreamcatcher one dress. I don't know what do you call that? Tunic, something like that. She's wearing a Dreamcatcher thing. She's trying to catch her dream.
This dude has never brought a dress for a woman at all. It's a sundress.
It's a sundress.
This fool has never brought anything. This fool is there. Hold on, I don't buy that for you.
I'm Asian.
Sure. I'm Asian. I ain't buying. Is it that Ross? Is it that Ross?
Is that Ross?
It ain't that Ross or TJ Maxx.
It's on clearance in the clearance section.
Get that out of here.
Do we still have our gift card left over?
All right.
Okay. All right. This is my thing about the whole new age, manifesting your dreams, manifesting your dream man. This is my critique on it. you have this idea of wanting to manifest things into your reality, but then you say that you don't want a person that's financially unstable. So doesn't it go against your whole manifestation thing? Because manifestation falls along the lines with the New Age thinking is to be able to accept people for who they are and manifest together, to have a soulmate relationship, soulmate connection.
Oh, no, she want to manifest at the end. She want to manifest at the finish line.
So she's gonna win at the finish line.
She want to manifest. She want to hand them the winner's cup. And say, "Oh, we won. I won. You just showed up."
Oh,
want to keep going?
No, yeah, you keep going.
Let's see. He's not that interested.
Yeah, with an attitude like that.
He's getting the milk for free and wants to keep his options open. Because you're with a guy that has options.
And why are you letting yourself get milked? Why would you let yourself get milked? I don't understand this.
Trying to prove worthiness for commitment is bad for your mind and health. Okay, and that's the last thing I want to say. Trying to prove worthiness for commitment is bad for your mind and health. You know what? This is the type of stuff that women have to say that makes it the man's fault. Why won't he commit to me? Why won't he commit to me? Well, look. If all men are doing this, right? It's just like when we did our review of Jordan Peterson. He says, you're mad at all women? All women are bad? And it's the same thing. If all men are bad, if you're saying he won't commit to you, and this has happened to you several times, it's you. It's your fault. We have to get out of the idea that everything is wrong in the world except myself.
Yeah.
As soon as you do that, it happens. It's just like if you're getting sick all the time. You're getting sick all the time, but every morning you wake up and you eat the most sugariest, nastiest cereal, and you're eating a poor diet. Maybe it's your diet while you're getting sick. Oh, you're the one who's getting sick. You're the one that's taking care of yourself.
Because you're standing in your own way.
Yeah, and this is the ideal that makes people stand in their own way. There was not one thing here that says, hey, this is what you can do to make sure that you're right. Because you know what? And this is 100%, I'll tell you right now, if you're right, you're taking care of your business, you're going to find somebody. But she's probably shooting so high. She's shooting, of course, no woman wants to settle. Well, you know what? Then this is what happens, sis. You're post-wall. You're in your, basically she looks like, good looking, looks like she takes care of herself. But you know what? She's probably 40, 45 years old. I'm just saying.
You're going very specific with the age there.
Yeah, I can tell. She's probably 40, 45 years old, right?
All right.
And you spent your whole life chasing these dudes who want nothing to do with you. When you could have got the dude that you wanted, you were probably in your early 20s, but you probably prioritized business. And I know I'm reading a lot into it, but hell, it's my channel. That's what we do here, right? And so you probably prioritize business, you prioritize stuff, and then when you realize all of a sudden you're in your late 30s, you've been to the big CC, and you're like, well, I know my worth, and I'm not going to settle for anything. Yeah, even though the guy got it earlier. Ha, carousel. So even you asked. So even though now, now the guys who are just jumping on in the one night stands and all this, no, I'm not going to do that. I know my worth. I'm understand. I'm mature now. Well, guess what? Some of those guys that you didn't want nothing to do with, they're now in a position to give you everything you wanted, but you did not get them when you could have got them. And that's just bad timing. It's bad timing. Happens to guys all the time. And guys like, all the time, I wish I would have talked to her in high school. She's gorgeous now. Well, you know what, dude? When she was an ugly duckling in high school, but then she got some contact lenses, worked out, and got her life together. Now you want her? She don't want nothing to do with you. Now you're just walking around with half your ass hanging out, looking at what plumbers crack. She don't want nothing to do with you. She's with Chad to Chad. It's just timing. Timing's everything.
Chad Chattington.
Timing's everything.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Yeah. Timing's everything. And you can get upset. You can say, no, it's not. This and that. And you keep believing. You keep lying to yourself and telling yourself you got all the time in the world. And this is what happens. You wind up on TikTok on the beach with some beta orbiter holding the camera for you and sitting here dancing, wondering why you can't get a man to improve.
That's such a nice scenery, too.
And then at the end,
you gotta mess it with that.
Trying to prove your worthiness for commitment is bad for your mind and your health. Really? So basically what she's saying is don't improve yourself. Stay the way you are and keep on doing what you're doing. Well, you know what's going to happen? Your ass gonna stay single. You're gonna be 65 years old wondering, you're gonna be the prettiest woman at the nursing home. That's what you're gonna be, the prettiest woman at the nursing home. And you still ain't gonna get the dude you want, because he's gonna have more options then too.
So from what she's saying, right, she's she has embodying a lot of selfish characteristics. It's a good thing to be selfish, to improve your life, to making sure you're doing the right things, that you're not introducing the wrong people in your life to prevent you from having a better life. But what I'm seeing, what I'm witnessing from this video is that she is being selfish. And how else is she being selfish? She's being selfish to her own self-development. And you know I love it when I get to loop in holistic development. So an aspect of holistic development is self-development, understanding who you are in relation to others, and to be accountable to your own actions. In fact, that she's not being accountable to her actions, and she's blaming everything on men. She's giving her all her energy onto men, thus thereby taking her power away from having a healthy mind and spirit.
So I know you're holistic. I'm holistic development. And what I'll say with this holistic development is that out of everything she said, maybe a tenth of this video was looking at herself. And if only a tenth of this video is looking at yourself, then that means that
means you're lacking in self-development.
That means you're really lacking in self-development.
Right.
And it's cool. Nice leg, little penny shot there. Good for you, right? Hey.
Because without self-development too, you have blinders.
How you just gonna glaze over the penny shot that?
Sometimes purpose takes over panties. Purpose is prioritized over panties.
Purpose over panties. All right, we're gonna say
I love
pop.
to pop that. Purpose over panties. Or purpose over. I gotta stop my mind starting.
All right, so go on.
So
bring it home. Man.
So the self-development thing is now she has blinders on, where she's not even aware of her own flaws and her own mistakes that she's done. And if she was able to correct these flaws and these mistakes and improve upon herself, then she'd be able to attract other men that is more in alignment with her. So your vibe attracts your tribe. And right now, the tribe is running away from her.
Yeah.
Like, gone.
Yeah.
Opposite direction, into the ocean.
Yeah. But I want to give a shout out to her for making this TikTok so I can laugh at her, so I can make a reaction video. As always, like and subscribe on YouTube.
Describe?
Like and subscribe. Did I say like and subscribe?
I think so.
Like and subscribe on YouTube. Share it.
Hit the bell for more notifications.
Smash that notification bell.
Clapping sounds. Clapping sounds. Everything just gets bad with us.
Let's just bring it home.
And then now, what is the question of the day?
The question of the day is, does your vibe attract your tribe?
Do you agree that your vibe attracts your tribe? And to make this a compounded question, what kind of tribe is she attracting with her attitude?
There you go. That's just pretty good, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Pretty good.
Yeah, just want to make sure.
All right, so you can follow me at the gram at IamGorilla1. You can follow this guy at
ScottT, 3 E's. All my other social medias are down in the description below, along with Grover and the TIP Network, wherever they can find us at TIP Network.
TIP Network at all social media outlets. You can find us at the TIP Network. Right?
One word. THPP Network.
THPP Network.
You can use TIP or you can use THPP, but we like the TIP because
we want to ask yourself one question.
Can you handle the tip?
Boom, booty in your face. We out.
My sound, fi slaughter every sound. 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 My sound, fi slaughter every sound.
We found true happiness.